And DeMarlo Hale has kind of watched Anthony Gose
pitch, but they love him. He's left-handed. He can throw 100 miles an hour.
There you go.
You know,
in 2016 with the Tigers.
And that's where we got him from, wasn't it? We picked him from the Tigers, and I think of Rule 5.
I mean, just think about that.
Living his dream. He goes, I give him credit for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about that. You know, a lot of guys might have quit
out of the bullpen there.
5 1/3, didn't allow a run, only 1 hit.
I mean, imagine.
Good off-speed pitch, but no chase from Dozier. Look
on a pitch, but you've got to command the baseball. Even if he could take, you know,
a little off,
like 3 or 4 or 5 miles an hour.
He has to.
Well, who's going to make him do it?
I'm going to talk to him tonight. Don't you worry.
I'm going to tell him not to talk.
Welcome to our team.
He's too nice a guy.
Trying to bunt. And 100 miles an hour.
No.
They're still going to get it out, fortunately. And fortunately, nobody got hurt. That was really close. 99.
Well, that's what he says. If we can come up there and we can enjoy ourselves, and have some fun, and do a ball game, that's what. I just pretended I was going to go get it. I'm telling you the truth.
There's a real.
I remember my first interaction with Mike Swanson goes way back to, I believe, and standing outside of his office, and he was meeting with the writers in Ohio, which is where I had spent a little time as a youngster, and so that ball's wrapped down the left field line. Zimmer is going to try to cut it off, and they will hold the speedy Isbell at third. So at least for the moment, shocked it.
Should have brought it up. But, you know, when Brenly did national games, you know, which he did, right at home.
A lot of people, a lot of friends and people in common. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed.
Did he go to school in a horse and carriage?
Field in, second and third, 1 out. And that's out of play. Right at Jimenez. His only play, or rather at Clement, but his only play was at first base.
Yeah.
Number 2. '99 swung through it.
Because if you continue to throw fastballs, they'll catch up to it. But it's also commanding it. You know, you make good pitch, strike zone, change speeds, and you don't know what's coming. Mm-hmm. You know, with him, you know what's coming, because they're not going to swing it deep into a lot of counts.
Right at Bradley Zimmer, ends the inning. Royals get a run back. They lead it through. Nicky Lopez leads off, and Anthony Gose throws him a first pitch slider for strike 1.
The first run for Kansas City in game 2. He's hitting 3.
When you've been to the big league yourself into a pitcher, let me ask you, with the experience that you would have had as a big league hitter, going around the league, seeing what pitchers threw, knowing what you did in certain counts as a hitter, how would that translate, you think, if you had that kind of an arm?
Well, it is tough to hit the fastballs. You would have an idea. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you would react as an individual. Younger,
right?
You know, whether it be high school or college, or if you went on and you never pitched in the minor leagues, it's like starts.
As you said, you know, it's the hardest guys to face, or you don't know what's coming.
Throw it into your zone. That was a nice slider down.
Of his last 19 games. Our stat of the game is brought to you by Buick. He's tied for the league lead.
George Brett there and Frank White. They had some hitters.
Numbers were going through the roof at such a rapid pace back then. Almost didn't really appreciate. Unbelievable. Up the ladder he goes and strikes him out.
Well, he knew.
Much for words, but the one thing I will say for him, he was excited about what happened the other night. He appreciates everyone that got him to pitch and show these guys I belong here.
Well, I have
no more options at the end of the season. He would become a free agent, so this is where you got to find out what does that 100 miles an hour of that left arm. You talk about all the guys that helped him. He said, I want to be a pitcher. I don't want to talk about being here twice as a player. The outfielder is gone. I'm a pitcher now, and I want to be a big league.
Got him. 100 miles an hour in the 8th inning. And Anthony Gose stays on. He got the last out of the 7th. And a little low ball one to Andrew Vaughn. Back out of play. Like so many of them, by 2 runs or fewer.
Well, the thing of it is, if you can.
We're talking before the game today with DeMarlo about facing.
Got him looking.
Go ahead.
We were talking to DeMarlo before the game about score, hit 3-4 home runs.
Well, that's why I say if you keep the White Sox in the ballpark, you've got a really good. That they don't have a nice offense. They do. I mean, they're 4th in the league in batting average. You know, I mean, the amazing thing, they're still 12.
Generate runs any other way really than that. The other number that jumps out to me, you know, there's 6th most errors in Major League Baseball with the White Sox.
Yeah,
well, Robert,
I agree there.
This is the 61st game of the year for Luis Robert. So that kind of plays into what you're saying, and I know the left fielder.
Right.
5th time.
Yeah, so there's no way you could have a set lineup all the time there, and you don't just turn on the light switch and go.
But it was fun to talk to DeMarlo as pair play if I didn't have to.
I mean, they could be a scary team to match up against.
Got him. 100 miles an hour.
Tell you what, Gose is dealing today.
3 consecutive strikeouts. All started him off with a slider. You know, on the other side of the ledge, 3 runs or less on their side of the ledge.
Tough to win ball games, and they've won 12 of those games when they've scored 3.
Long throw and a nice job by Bobby Bradley to stay with it.